4 years ago, a woman conquered the last frontier as we know it. They became our protectors.
The Fantastic Four became our protectors, but as this movie will show, only one matters. The woman who can move matter like it doesn't matter, Sue, when's it due storm?
Due to errors on my part.
Pedro Pascal, the man who is in more f***ing movies than Johnny Sins, is finally shut up. He plays Reed Richards and this dick is firing blanks.
We tried for 2 years.
I know. Mr. Fantastic has the fantastic ability to stretch his arms and legs like he's been on the rack, but he's a complete loser in the sack.
Can you give me 12 seconds?
12 seconds is specific.
12 seconds. Premature Pedro ejaculates faster than the Flash.
But that's not... Obviously, we're gonna need protocols.
Reed, we can do this.
Reed is a weed. A man with less testosterone than a dog with its testes removed.
Sue Storm brokers peace deal.
If there is a Nobel Peace Prize on this planet, everyone else should piss off, because Sue is winning it every week. She's on more magazine covers than dried semen, and gets longer standing ovations than seeing this woman at Cannes.
Mole Man Elder.
Mole Man. If Mr. Fantastic has the sexual stamina of Mickey Mouse in Minnie's Mouse, then Mole Man must be... yes, utterly impotent.
I don't trust surface dwellers.
DTA, don't trust anybody. But of course...
I do trust Sue.
in Fantastic Four, every dick wants Sue's babies, even this one. She's brains, beauty, and... that blue spandex. No wonder Pedro can't go longer than a YouTube short. Sue can talk the hind leg off a UN assembly. Reed is the professor in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Anyone?
Finding a more pathetic specimen would be his greatest achievement.
You're late.
The Human Torch is about to get snuffed.
Are you pregnant?
And the Thing is about to get stuffed into a Lego box.
What? You are gonna be the best mom!
Congratulations, Sue. We always believed in you. The Lord turned water into wine. You turned Reed's sperm into a pregnancy. A fantastic miracle.
You are gonna be the best dad.
Thanks, Johnny. I always knew I was made of the right stuff.
Just kidding. You are out of your depth.
Another kick to the balls. One suspects he won't be having more babies. By the end of this movie, Pedro will be called Priscilla, Queen of the Emasculated.
Bookies are putting the odds of a girl at 4 to 5.
Odds of a girl at 4 to 5. This magazine cover makes it 5 out of 5. Mr. Fantastic looks like Freddie Mercury in Uranus.
It's looking like Herbie's building the crib, which I kind of thought was a you deal.
Uh-oh. Mr. Fantastically Neutered is going to spend a night in the doghouse.
Stop it.
I finished the crib.
Stop.
Included 2 extras.
That was fast. Almost as fast as...
12 seconds? It's absolutely perfect.
Like Mother Like Son, this movie should be renamed The Fantastic Three and One Perfect Woman. The Thing lets off some steam by lifting a car. Impressive to second graders.
I'm Ben.
I know. Well, maybe step inside next time.
Matron! I will. I'll bring cookies.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I'll bring cookies.
Ben is rock hard, but he never gets to use it. Around women, the Thing becomes nothing. Ben is as soft as Ben and Jerry's in the microwave, a limp-wristed rocky loser who offers cookies instead of Netflix and chill. Is that... oh my god, it's the Silver Surfer. This metallic metalhead motherfucker is pure alloy. If the Fantastic Four thought they were fantastic before, well, they're about to learn their fucking plastic, because this silver son of a bitch is The what? Surfed his way to a sex change clinic? He's got hair, shiny metal tits, and... nah, nothing downstairs. Well, you can't have everything.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Susan is the first to answer because, in Marvel, ladies are always first.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Good thing there's loads of them.
Speak the words you've been afraid to speak.
Now Pedro has a voice. What will he say to Sue?
Fuck you!
I herald
A long dramatic pause for a name no one knows. For all they know, Galactus is a giant cactus or a galactic ass. Is that a YouTube thumbnail? Now it looks like Johnny's got a pair of his own rockets.
Moha kupiro ame.
Anyone got Google Translate?
Moha kupiro ame.
She spoke to me, the herald.
And what was the tone?
Moha kupiro ame.
Kind.
We need to get ready.
Johnny listening to an alien language, or the experience of a married man when his wife tries to talk about Love Island.
This is her language.
Okay, maybe that is something.
The seal of approval, but Johnny doesn't get a high five from Her Highness. He lights up like a human torch, yet in her presence, he gets f***ed like a human fleshlight.
Flame retardant.
Harsh. Can you even say that word anymore?
Retardant.
The Thing has a thing for Natasha Lyonne, but when he gets within 100 feet, the brick shithouse shits bricks.
So the four of us will return to space. Everything you do will be the first time a pregnant woman has done them in the history of the world.
One small step for man, one giant leap for pregnant woman.
Just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean I'm not thinking about it.
Who cares about world annihilation when there's a Guinness World Record on the line?
Final check-in check, please.
Alright, is this Spaceballs?
Galactus will see you.
I'll go.
A noble sacrifice. 3 cheers for
All of you.
Sorry, Mando.
You should not have come.
But what does Galactus want?
He feeds.
How does he choose which planets to consume?
He does not.
Wherever they go, read Rocky Flame Retardant or Galactus. Men have the autonomy of an automaton in Hugo.
You choose.
Sue lets out a little wee. She's had her hand up Pascal's ass the whole movie, but Silver Surfer Babe has been puppeteering a whole ass planet eater.
Moha kupiro ame. It means
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out, Mickey!
So she dumped you already?
No, it went well.
the Devourer of Worlds honors you.
We are honored.
I was once a man.
Galactus is now Girlactus.
You carry the power to save your world.
The universe's ultimate weapon that can turn Thanos into dust and Galactus into an ashtray.
Inside her,
Surely Sue's brain.
the child.
An all-powerful supervillain who eats planets for breakfast will give it all up for Sue's baby. What a story. Marvel in all its glory.
He possesses the power. He will inherit this cursed throne.
Baby's coming out.
The Fantastic Four need to get the hell out of there. The Silver Sex Change is hot on their tail. It looks like they're done for. Not on my watch. She's going into labour and a giant alien asshole wants her baby, but she still has time to kick your shiny metal ass. Go, Sue, go. See you later, Solar Bitch. Where we're going, we don't need surfboards. Oh shit. She can surf faster than light and ride black holes like the big kahuna. Eat your heart out, Coop.
Oh, no.
The baby's ready to pop, but that doesn't stop Super Sue from turning Silver Surfer Girl into super glue. You can't keep a good Mary Sue down, especially a pregnant invisible one.
This is not right. It's not how it's supposed to be.
You're goddamn right. After sending Silver Queen into oblivion, bringing a baby into the world is obviously a breeze. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn what you think his name should be. I'm choosing the name and you're building the bed frame. Now get back to work. Just like Armageddon, only Sue has a baby in her arms and the world is still ending.
Could you take us through how you defeated Galactus? How we did?
Pascal gives the speech of his life, should have left it to the wife.
We attempted to negotiate. He asked too high a price. Our child.
8.1 billion people, including 2.2 billion children. versus the life of one cosmic super mutant, potentially supervillain baby. Too high a price, the trolley problem. The only question is how much the train ticket is. The only people to question the Fantastic Four's decision...
You said what does that mean for us? Could giving Galactus the child save us?
Men. Asshole men. The women...
But he's just a baby.
Just a baby that you tried to rip from his mother's womb. Why can't women villains just be, you know, villains?
The idea is simple. Hand over their baby.
So their plan looks good. It's mathematical, it's ethical, and it's...
What are you saying?
These evil, uncaring men are prioritizing the lives of 8.1 billion over Franklin. Frankly, that's disgusting.
You being you hurts me.
There's only one solution. Speech, speech, speech. Wait, why is there only women in the crowd?
This is our son, Franklin.
And this looks like a women's liberation march. This is like that episode of Sliders, where all the men have disappeared.
When Johnny and I were kids, our parents were in a car crash. Our dad was driving and he lived. Our mom didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sue. I'm sure it was just an accident. These things...
Our dad, he wasn't always a great father.
Knew it. Daddy was another dick. Your whole life is surrounded by dicks.
You know, our mom always used to say, Susie, for you, I would move heaven and earth.
Her mama was a saint and her dada was a lousy, no good piece of
Move heaven and earth.
Move heaven and earth. Wait, you don't think...
I will not sacrifice my child for this world.
What a speech. Sue's invisible, but her speeches are visibly spectacular. She even made the lass from Ted Lasso cry. Not sure about the men, though.
I'm reaching out to the world with a list of materials that we need in bulk.
We will create teleportation bridges capable of transporting our planet to a new solar system.
Clever. Add clairvoyant to Sue's list of Super Sue abilities.
Move heaven and earth.
Most fathers want their sons to look exactly like them, but I don't want you to be like me.
Jesus Christ. Is Pedro auditioning for Hamlet? Sue basks in the glow of standing ovations. Reed is ready to throw himself off buildings.
14. 13.
That's one hell of a surfboard. She surfed her way out of a black hole. She makes Captain Marvel look like Captain Kangaroo.
You were some sort of scientist. When Galactus came, you offered to serve as his scout. Was it to spare your family?
Beautiful poignance. She's not the Silver Surfer, she's Silver Sue, a mother saving her child, with superpowers that make the Infinity Gauntlet look like the Nintendo Power Glove.
To spare your family?
Now we know why Marvel changed her sex. This is a mother's story. Fathers. Fuck off already. Now they can't move the Earth, they'll just move the baby. As bait. But first they need the help of Mole Man. When Galactus becomes Godzilla, they'll need to move all the New Yorkers underground.
Why don't you butter me up?
Okay, Mole Man.
Mole!
Harvey.
I'm sorry, Sue.
Mole Man won't listen to no man, only woman. He wants to go down on Sue, just like every man in this movie. Oh shit. Are the Independence Day aliens coming too? Some extra garnish for Galactus. It's the end of the world and Thing still can't get his thing in Ms. American Pie. Now we get the day after tomorrow. Fantastic Four is a fantastic compilation of clips from better movies. Galactus is a giant Jimmy Savile. He sounds like he's from Leeds.
Clever little bugs.
And belongs on a national registry. Ah, the old switcheroo. One more step, Steppenwolf, and your ass will belong to us at the other side of the cosmos.
He's going for Franklin!
Uh-oh. It turns out an eternal cosmic supergod is smarter than he looks. Earth 828 is gonna be 8. Or not. Sue is back from the future and she's ready to kick. Mr. Fantastic is Mr. Elastic Band. How long can he withstand?
It's clobber time!
Nope. It's mothering time. You may take our lives, but you'll never take my baby. Hasta la vista, baby.
Tell Franklin Uncle Johnny loves him.
Wow, finally an heroic moment for one of the male heroes. Thank you for your sacrifice. Out of my way, bitch! It's all about a boy ends with, it's all about Sue. The Fantastic Four better get a new logo and a new name because they're no longer fantastic and down to 3. Good night, sweet princess. Rest in power, my overpowered Mary Sue Fair Maiden. The sequel will be 3 useless men and a baby. Well, Pedro does have the mustache for it. Whoa, she's alive! With beautiful blue eyes. The only thing more powerful than a mother's love is a baby's love for its mother. We need a clean up in aisle 4 because this movie theatre is flooded with tears. Read Ben and Johnny's final scene, struggling to put a baby car seat in while Sue looks on, like they're absolute losers. Now that's how to sum up a movie. Wait, there's more, and of course, it's all about Sue. There's someone in her apartment. What? Now Doctor Doom wants her baby? What the f-